Hey guys, Killer Kirby here, and today I'm going to show you how to tune your car in Gran Turismo Sport and Road Mode. Alright, so before we get to tuning, there's a few constants we must get out of the way first. You can just ignore that. Alright, you're going to want racing super soft tires on both front and back. Anti-roll bars all the way up. Damping and compression and rebound ratios somewhere in the middle, and the toe angle in the middle. Right there. And then a customizable drivetrain. Alright, now that we have the constants out of the way, let's get as much power and rate ratio as we can to this car. Alright, so when we're dealing with power ratios, this will increase the max speed and acceleration. However, it may increase or decrease the stability stats. If it has no effect on the stability stat, tune it to your liking. Typically, the higher speed and acceleration, the better. But if there's decay in the stability stat and it is faster than the max speed and acceleration stat, that's faster than they're growing, then you may want to lower the power ratio. So let's see how this goes. You cannot lower the power ratio on this car. All this is really doing is giving a massive acceleration boost. Because there's no boost in the speed stat, my personal guess is we can probably tune the transmission and then make the car have some element of speed to it. Because right now it's not doing very good in the speed department. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We're not going to want that. That is totally fine. Let's make sure nothing happened here. What's interesting is we're giving this thing almost 300% power, and it's still N100 for some reason. Hope it does well. Alright, so let's see here. So typically for ride height, higher is better in most street cars. In race cars, it's a bit different, but typically in street cars, higher is better. That is good. That is also good. Same thing with natural frequency, higher is typically better. Like that. And like that. Constants are out of the way. There's that. Alright, so let's see, we have plus 2. Plus 3. Plus 2. Plus 3. Plus 2. Plus 3. Alright, so we've had multiple points where we hit plus 3. You're going to obviously want one of those points, but typically you're going to want the one that is most balanced, to where each stat is both equivalent with each other. Actually, my bad, it's only plus 2. I didn't see the braking stat go down there. Or actually, there is a plus 3 right there. Alright, so this seems to do us the best. 1, 2, 3, 4. So typically we're going to want, there's a few spaces where there's no growth nor decay, and so what we're going to do, you kind of want to keep away with the bad parts, alright? You want to stay as far from each one as possible. So we have 4 spaces of this sort of dead zone for the stats, and so you're going to want 2 from each side, because 1, 2, 1, 2, just like that. Alright, this is kind of where it needs to be, where it typically would be for a street car, right around the 5-degree mark. This would typically be around the 1-degree mark, kind of where it is right now. Gran Turismo kind of sets up the rear end of the camber angle to kind of where you want it already. As you can see, the decay of the braking stability stats cannot be made up by the growth of the cornering stat, so we're just going to do 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Alright, this is right where it needs to be, no changes needed for that. So let's go over the suspension real quick. That's good. That's good. The natural frequency. Alright, those are good. And then the power and rate ratios. Those are still good. And those are still good. Alright, now let's move on to the transmission. We can't do aerodynamics, and we'll hit the drivetrain later. Alright, so as far as this goes, the transmission, some cars are good with their own transmission, and some are better with the customized transmission. Alright, so if we can make up that loss of acceleration stat, so we've lost 2.6 stat points for the car. If we can tune the transmission, get some speed into the mix. Alright, so we can get that going on. Typically what you want for the first gear, you're going to want them as short as possible for the biggest acceleration boost. Second, third, and fourth gears don't typically affect performance, but this highest gear, whatever the highest gear of your car may be, typically you're going to want as long as possible. See, right there, you saw a bit of boost in the max speed department. Alright, so let me just check something real quick. By the way, you can ignore the auto set top speed. That really won't do much good for your car. Alright, so if we can get the max speed to be 2.0 or higher while keeping acceleration the same, then this transmission will be better. There is an acceleration boost, which makes me worried about any decay going the other way. Now, obviously, we can't get anything better going this way, so we'll have to try to go the other way. Alright, so that's +1. 0, +1. 0, +1. 0, +1. +1. It's kind of a standoff here. Not doing too much. Alright, and this is where it's going to start to decay here. Alright, and this is very much an oddity. It does seem like the manual transmission is indeed better than a customizable transmission, which is kind of unfortunate because now we're not getting any speed out of this. But in the end, you'll have a lot better acceleration. It's kind of the same deal with the Volkswagen Samba Bus. It has a better transmission of its own over the customizable transmission. So we'll stick with that for now. Alright. And I do believe that is it. So now we can hit the drivetrain. Drivetrain will not affect performance whatsoever from what I've seen. And this is going to be a good spot where we're going to want a calculator in hand. If we could do the customizable transmission, and it would be better, then we would use a calculator for that as well. But because we're using the stock transmission for this car, we don't need to deal with the transmission anymore. Alright, so let's get started. Initial torque, this is referring to acceleration and cornering. So we're going to divide cornering, 4.3, by acceleration, 5.8. And you can see here, 60 minus 5 is 55. Divide that by 2 is 27.5. So we're going to multiply this by 27.5. And then add 5, because that's the lowest point of the scale. And we get roughly 25. Alright. Acceleration. This is going to be acceleration and stability. So 5.1 divided by 5.8, multiply that by 27.5, and then add 5, we get 29. And then this will be referring to braking and cornering, so divide 4.3 divided by 3.1, multiply that by 27.5, add 5, 43. right there. And there's your tune-up. I hope this was helpful to you guys. If you guys please could like, comment, and subscribe, that would be very helpful for future videos. And just a quick side reference, dirt mode, you're going to want to do the exact same thing. Drift mode, however, you're basically just throwing stability out the window. So I hope this was helpful for you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This would be very helpful to me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day, everyone.